Today I'll be comparing my Sigma 1850 to my Burmese cat. Hi. No, I'm not. I'm comparing it to my Sigma, which is pretty much way bigger. I wanted to just talk about the Sigma, but there's been so many other reviews out. And I noticed one thing, and that no one is talking about the Sigma 18 to 35. For us oldies who has been around for a long time, this has been quite a staple to our gear. For someone like me, who's getting older, who just wants their camera backpack to get lighter, we had to make a change and we had to get lighter, smaller lenses like this. The Sigma 1850. Oh gosh, I don't know where my lens cap is. So this is the Sigma 18-35. It's a huge chonker, and as you can tell, the size is quite huge. It is literally double the freaking size. So aside from the obvious size difference, this older one is a EF lens. This is the E-mount lens. The next difference is obviously their focal length. This, if you can see right here, goes 18 to 35. The newer Sigma 18 to 50 goes up to 50 mm, which is a good thing. The next difference is obviously the aperture. This one right here is a f1.8, while this small itty-bitty one is a f2.8. And because this is f1.8, you get a bit more depth, feel more bokeh. While this one, the smaller one, is lesser, but is pretty good for interviews. At f2.8, it keeps the whole face in focus, like from the nose to the ear, while the f1.8 is more of like really the nose to the eye distance. So size, win, aperture, f1.8 versus f2.8, and that is it. Another notable difference that I've actually noticed is that this is Parfocal, so you can zoom in and it still remains in focus, while this is not Parfocal. So when you zoom in, you have to kind of refocus, which is not a big deal because I'll shoot wide shot and quickly go for a close-up zoom and start recording again, and yeah, I'll just refocus. And because I've been doing this for a long time, manual focusing on this is not a huge deal. But talking about manual focus, issue here is that when the feeling that you get when you actually focus, this feels a bit more thin. I have no idea how to explain it. It doesn't feel as tactile compared to the older EF lens, where when you focus it, there's more weight to it, while this doesn't, you can't really feel much. But it's just something that you just need to get used to. So right now I'm shooting on the Sigma 16mm. I'm going to switch out to Sigma 18 to 50mm. Right now, this is the Sigma 18 to 50mm at f2.8. Not sure where you can tell the difference. Right now it's less blurry. Yep, so this is at 18mm. And to show the focal difference, I'm going to zoom in into my unshaven Asian thing mustache above my mouth. So be careful. As you can see, thanks to autofocus, it remains in focus, and thankfully on Sony cameras the focus is quite fast. And I'll zoom out. That is the zoom difference. And to compare with that, the same scene, I'm going to switch out to the Sigma 18 to 35. And to talk about the autofocus performance, as you can see right here, it's pretty okay to me. How close can I get? Pretty close. Oh wow. Yeah. So I'm going to switch out to 1835. And right now, this is the Sigma 18 to 35. It's big chonker of a lens, and because of how long it is, it goes closer to my face because I'm sitting, so I need to move back a bit. Yeah, so this is right now 18 mm, zooming in at 35, and that's it. So if you can see the background, yes, slightly more bokeh compared to the f2.8. Is there a difference? No, not really. No one is going to notice. If someone's going to notice how creamy your background is, right, there's something wrong with your video. So that's it. Okay, back to the Sigma 16mm. Going back to why I even decided to buy this lens here, it is really because I wanted to lighten my load. Just want to make it smaller, pack more things into the camera bag, and that's why I got the smaller lens. You can tell the difference is literally twice the size, and the weight. I could just put on a weighing scale and show you guys, but what's the point? Oh wow, this one has stats and hard specs, but sometimes the weight when you carry it around you don't really feel it. But honestly, when you pack this mother chonker in 1.6 plus kg in your bag, you can feel it. But when you put this, right, it's literally like carrying a tote bag. It's pretty light. And do not throw your lens like this, but with this, definitely you can throw it without a worry because it's super light compared to this 18 to 35 versus 18 to 50. So it's literally twice the size. It's pretty amazing. I'm not sure about you, but so this right now is staying in my dry cap until I actually need something like this again. Probably on another documentary shoot, I'll bring this out because the 18 to 35 f1.8 really helps out in a lot of very low light situations, like you're in a pitch black room. This will help a lot. Paired with a Sony camera, you can see anything in the dark. And this, because of what I'm shooting now, mostly a lot of food, fashion, on-the-go documentaries and events, I do need that 18 to 50 length. 50mm because I need to go in a bit closer compared to a normal docu, where if I need to go closer I can just walk in closer compared to this lens where I can just stand where I am and just zoom in even further. So does size matter? Yes. Smaller is always better, and even when you zoom all the way in, it's still not as big as the 18 to 35. Oh yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Do let me know if you have any questions between these two which I have not covered as fast as I can in this video, because sometimes if people who chat too long without any proper info, it'll be just a horrible video. Yeah, so I just stuck to the basics: size, aperture difference, focal length difference, and something that no one really mentions: parfocal, not parfocal. Yeah, so do leave your comments below. If you have any questions, just ask away and I will answer them. Thanks for watching. Do remember to like the video, share it with someone who is trying to decide on whether they should get the 1850, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah. So if you're thinking about buying this, then definitely get this. Seriously, there's a lot of chickens. I guess you can't see it.